Welcome back to the Notre Dame Anti-Dynasty, and right here we're spinning to figure out which attribute will be going up for Notre Dame, and it is interceptions. How about that? One thing I forgot to mention in the intro video is that they will get a 10-point boost per possession that they lose by. And by the way, they did go to work in some recruiting, got 4 recruits despite the abysmal and horrible loss. William Barnes here is looking like he could be a very solid coverage guy, and so is Trey Roberson, but not quite his quality. Still good though. Let's see how they do in the game against Michigan. And today it looks like we got Michigan wearing their yellow jerseys in the only way which is acceptable with those blue pants. The all-yellow look just does not suit them. Starting off with Notre Dame on a 3rd down and long. Going to find Solerno over the middle. He's going to pick up a big first down. A great run after the catch. Did take a bit of a shot, but now it's 3rd down and long again. Can Drew Pine do it again? Well, the answer is actually yes. Notre Dame driving down the field. Very good first drive so far until it's not. A fumble, and Michigan is going to recover, giving them the ball. So what do you do after you get a turnover? Well, obviously, you have to go for a big play, and McCarthy's just going to unload right here, and that's going to be a Johnson one-on-one catch against Notre Dame, absolutely embarrassing them. And that would lead up to this nice touchdown for Blake Corum. So Michigan's going to jump out to a 7-0 lead against the Fighting Irish. So not exactly the start that you want if you're Notre Dame, but what do you expect out of a team who lost to Temple? Well, they have to do something, and on 3rd and long, Drew Pine is going to once again deliver a dot. This time to Michael Mayer. Notre Dame is doing very good so far, and on 2nd and 5, he's going to launch again and get his man again. Notre Dame going to tie up on a very impressive and quick drive. It is the second quarter after all, but here's the question. Is Notre Dame's special teams improved from last week? And well, the answer there is no. Wilson's just going to run free on this one man to beat, and he won't even come close. That is going to be a massive kick return touchdown for the Wolverines, keeping their offense off of the field, and thus putting Notre Dame's offense back on the field. But they know that they need to respond in kind, and so Tyree here, he's just going to break off a casual 66-yard touchdown run. You know, nothing big. So Notre Dame, they're actually putting in a fight this week, as opposed to last week when they just crumbled like a very brittle cookie at the end of the game against Temple. So, 14-14, how does Michigan respond? Well, Blake Corum is going to put on some moves right here. He's going to get down at right about the 20-yard line. That's going to lead to this 4th down and goal at the 1-yard line. Can Notre Dame stuff them? The answer is no. Michigan puts up another 6 points. Extra point makes it 7. So does Notre Dame have another explosive response against Michigan? Oh, no. See, when you run a read option that's that well read, your hopes are completely gone. So that will bring about another Michigan possession. And McCarthy, he's going to launch again, and he is going to show how you do a quick drive. Quick pass right there to start is always very good. And the very next play from the pistol, that's going to be a shot to Henning for a touchdown. Michigan now up 2 scores. 35 seconds left. Does Notre Dame have anything to do? Well, you might reasonably expect that they would run out some clock or just do something productive, but that's really not the case. The only thing they did was run off 10 seconds there, and then on 3rd down, this little sweep play is going to go nowhere, so they ate 15 seconds off the clock. Now Michigan has another shot to do something, and McCarthy is going to lob up a bomb, and he's got Wilson on the run, and that's going to be another Michigan touchdown. And with Notre Dame kicking the ball off to start the second half, this is starting to look like it's going to be a blowout, and you best believe that we're going to be there for every excruciating detail. So let's get into it. 2nd and 8, handoff Blake Corum, finding the edges. Oh my goodness, a step back. All the defenders were falling down like waves that got wavy. 3rd down, no, 2nd down and 2. McCarthy, he is going to throw, and he's going to be intercepted by a guy named Joseph. That's a very good name, by the way. Joseph is one of the most excellent of names. Great return, but will Notre Dame be able to capitalize? Well, let's find out. They have 3rd down and 11, so not promising. They're going to throw short. Lorenzo Styles cannot make the line to gain, and Notre Dame will punt the ball back. So Michigan got the ball again. What do you do after you throw a pick? You throw the ball some more, and that one is going to be a mossing of the defender as Wilson comes away with another massive catch. First down and 10, play action, McCarthy goes deep, and he's picked again, this time by some guy named Lewis. Hey Lewis, where's Clark? Maybe you can be a whole team again. First down and 10. Oh yeah, speaking of picks, Drew Pine is going to deliver this absolute dot to Colson, sometimes called Agent Colson by absolutely no one but me. He's going to have a pretty good return, foot race to the end zone, and chase down just before he reaches the goal line. But that won't matter because Blake Corum will put it in for another touchdown. So, end of the third quarter, it's a 28-point game. Can Notre Dame do anything? Well, Drew Pine, he's going to do it himself, I guess. I mean, no one else is doing anything. And he even fumbles the ball, recovered by the Irish. But even when he did something right, he almost screwed it up royally. Second down and inches, Drew Pine is going to throw, and he's going to find Lorenzo Styles. Notre Dame finally gets back on the board. Not much help, though. And I guess it's never too early to go for an onside, but that failed miserably, as Anthony does a little spin move. He may have gotten a couple extra yards on that. Eventually leads to this goal line touchdown for Blake Corum. Michigan putting up even more points, but now they have the opportunity for 50, so you best believe they're going to go for it, and they do got it. So Michigan drops half a century on Notre Dame, and now you have 3.5 left. Well, that's going to be an absolute miserably terrible play, and Michigan's going to get the ball back. What are they going to do? Well, they're still going to get more points because McCarthy breaks the tackle like a beast, and eventually he's going to find Edwards down the field, who gets out of bounds to stop the clock, preserve those timeouts. And then on a read option, McCarthy shows Notre Dame how it's done. So, what do you do in this case? Well, Michigan realizes, hey, if we get another field goal and this 2-point conversion, which they do, a field goal will make it a 5-score victory. Now, you might reasonably assume that Notre Dame would kill the clock, but they don't, because it's third down and 1. Michigan still has 2 timeouts, and they're going to lose yards again. So Michigan's going to take another timeout. Fourth down and 6. Michigan has a chance. But once again, Notre Dame's special teams is not good. Henning's going to take this punt, fake them out, go to the right, going to outspeed them to the right-hand side, and that defender is going to fail miserably. He's got one man to beat, and he makes him look silly, and that's going to be a touchdown to put triple zeros on the clock. And again, you might reasonably assume that that's the end. But you have got to believe that if Michigan has a chance to order 66, the Fighting Irish, they're going to take it, and they're going to succeed. And now the game is over. 66-21, a 45-point drubbing, and all the people said amen. Aside from the one pick, Drew Pine legitimately did okay. Not great, but okay. Rushing game was essentially the same. 67 yards was the leading rusher, and he had 2 carries. On the receiving end, meh. Got a touchdown to Lorenzo Styles, 1 sack allowed on the line, and then interceptions by Tariq Bracy. Actually, no, he had the sack. Brandon Joseph had an interception, and so did Clarence Lewis. So yeah, that's about as much as you can say. As you can see, all the scoring happened in the even-numbered quarters. First and third, who cares? But second and fourth, that's where the fun is. Anyway, somehow Notre Dame is still ranked. I told you, the NCAA simps for that team. They're going on the road to Purdue in state rivalry. We'll see if Notre Dame can finally get something in the win column aside from a 0. But until then, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and have a nice day.